Hey, what's up guys? Bajheera here. Got another gym video for you guys, but before we even start this video, I wanted to give a shout out to Nordic Lifting for sending me some pretty sweet premium quality wrist wraps. These things are designed to support your wrist when you're doing lots of pushing movements. That's the main thing. I haven't used wrist wraps before, but got an email from these guys and they're like, hey, we wouldn't mind sending you some if you just, check them out and, show them off in a video. It's like, hey, more than happy to. So I figured chest day was a good day to try these bad boys out, and they worked out really well. They're really made very well. They look cool, I think, and definitely did their job. They're a little stiff at first just because, this is the first time I ever used them, so I think a couple workouts that would break them in just fine. It shows you how to put those things on. But now the interesting thing was, and my only complaint about them, and it's just the slightest bit awkward, is that I'm pretty sure that I got two left wraps. so even though they're really cool, you can see that my right wrap is not quite exactly the same way as you're supposed to put it on. But you know what? It's okay. I still, they still supported my wrist fine, even if I didn't have to put it on exactly the right way. But that was kind of confusing because I never used wrist wraps before, so and I'm right-handed, so I tried to put the right one on first, and I was like, this really isn't working quite right. And then I put my left one, I was like, okay, that's perfect. And then I realized, oh, okay, I have two left wrist wraps. But you know what? That's fine, and I take that I take that in stride. It's all good. But that being said, these things are made really well, and I like them, so big shout-outs to Nordic Lifting for sending them over. After using them, even just for today, I would recommend them for people who are looking for some wrist wraps. For these pushing exercises where, especially if you're getting up really heavy, you can get a lot of that pressure and strain on your wrists. And what I felt from these is that, everything's really solid, and you can just really drive, and I felt like I could focus a lot more on using my chest and using my triceps, and I didn't have to worry about, my wrists as much. I mean, obviously, you still want to grip the bar really hard. I mean, I guess this is a little bit of a discussion on what you can do if you feel like your wrists are, are sort of holding you back. Is just, make sure you grip the bar really tightly, try to have good alignment with your wrists. But if you really need something like wrist wraps, check out the Nordic Lifting ones. They're made really well. Like I said, they feel good, they look cool, and they work great. So had a pretty good chest day with these things. It allowed me to really dig in and focus on getting that really solid squeeze in my chest. And that's what I'm looking for. I mean, I feel like chest, I said this before, I've said it again, I mean, I feel like chest used to be one of my strongest points, and right now, I still feel like, my chest is a pretty strong point for me, but it could be better. And I think, honestly, all that really takes is just consistent effort. And it also might take, honestly, a little bit of patience with myself. I wanna be moving up in the weight. A heavy bench press, something that I used to really pride myself on, or at least what I thought was heavy for me. It was really something I really used to pride myself on. And now, especially coming off the diet, it's putting my ego aside and lifting within my means. If I want to get 10 reps of whatever I'm really doing for my working sets. And sometimes, a lot of workouts, I can do 225 for 10 reps. And that's great. I'm really happy with that. And it's just a matter of being consistent like that and slowly pushing up the weight that I'm doing so that I can do 10 reps, maybe 235 instead of 225. And that will involve doing heavier sets with lower reps, and that's fine. But the ultimate goal for me is not really a 1-rep max so much, but just getting stronger and being able to push the heavier weight for the same amount of reps. I like that 10-rep range. That feels good to me. Anywhere from 8 to 12 is kind of what I'm shooting for, and that's what I've been doing for these workouts right now. My flat bench, it's doing okay. I'm slowly but surely building up my my incline, but just like I said for the flat bench, like even with incline, like I'm even more willing to go for the lighter weight. But the reason I'm doing that is because I really feel like I can get a lot of control, a really good stretch and squeeze with my chest when I use lighter weight. I mean, I'm just looking at the video. I mean, I'm kind of pumping these out, but at the same time, I am getting that activation in my upper chest that I want to have. And even if it's a lighter weight, I mean, I can do heavier weight than this, but I always come back to doing a little bit lighter weight and letting it be a little bit more controlled, even when I'm pumping the weight like I was right in the beginning of those sets. Like, that's still under control. And I'm doing that for a particular reason. of activating my chest in the way that I want to activate it. And I think that I've been seeing gains in my upper chest. I definitely know I've been gaining in my shoulders, and just the shoulder gains, the gains in my legs, the strength gains, the mass, all of that is really, really encouraging to me, because you know, when I put my mind to something, like training my shoulders the way I have been for the past months, even through a diet, slowly but surely they will come along, and that's what I want. I mean, I feel like my shoulders have been a weak point for me for a long time, and they continue to be a weak point for me. But from what I hear from a lot of you guys in the comments is that, you know, as a natural bodybuilder, your shoulders are not going to be, you know, just insane, usually, without, you know, insane genetics. And I don't think I have insane shoulder genetics. But that being said, with the work that I've been putting in, I feel like it's making a difference, and that's encouraging to me. So I feel like that exact same idea of consistent effort over a long period of time will apply to my, you know, my chest filling out. I mean, like I said, I do feel like the chest is a pretty strong point for me, but I do want to, you know, maximize that pretty good chest genetics I feel like I have. But, you know, genetics or not, what it comes down to is hard work and, of course, eating. And that's another part of this, is that I've been bulking, I'd call it clean bulk, on about 3,500 calories for the past couple months. Well, I don't even know about the past couple months. Past couple weeks, I'd say. I don't even know, lose track of time, but either way, things are going well, and one of the things that's sort of encouraging to me is that my my appetite's starting to really pick up, and that's good, because coming off the diet, you know, when I'm dieting, I'm like, oh man, I could just eat everything all day, and then when you start coming off the diet, you're like, oh man, you know, like you start getting 3,500 calories, and that's, you know, almost half of the calories that you were eating again. So I was eating 24, and then you add 1,200 to that. It's like, you know, 3,600, you know, that's like, wow, that's a lot of calories, man. That's you know, way more than I was eating before, and you can feel it. But slowly but surely, as I've been doing the 3,500, it feels like my metabolism's picking up, and that's good. I like that feeling. I like the feeling of sort of the clean burning, being able to eat often, even if I'm eating big meals. That feels good to me, and I can feel that in my workouts, and I can feel that just sort of in my daily. You know how when you hit the gym, you get a pump that sort of stays with you throughout the day, and that's what I enjoy, and I wanna have that. Whether or not that's actually anything that that leads to growth or is a result of growth, who knows? But I'm feeling good. That's the main idea here. Is that the gym is going well, my dieting is going well. I mean, I call it a clean bulk. That really has more to do with the amount of calories you're eating and less of like what you're eating. But I am eating pretty clean. Just pretty standard for me is just meals with chicken and rice, man. But I enjoy those meals, so they don't really get old or anything. So my mindset for right now is just, you know, I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job. You know, my effort level, I feel like could always be better. I feel like one of the main things is I honestly feel like my schedule could be better. I mean, I'm good about getting to the gym during the day. I'm good about, you know, eating my meals during the day, getting my calories in. But I feel like if I could be on a better gym schedule, getting up earlier, it would mean that I could eat more throughout the day, just because I'm up earlier. And I think that'd just be helpful. Plus, this is something that's just kind of fun. We're also going to try to get back into running, even though it's not really like a, you know, extra cardio isn't really conducive to a bulking schedule, but it might be conducive to a cleaner bulking schedule. Plus, it's just something I enjoy. You know, if you guys have been watching me for a long time, you know that I was a distance runner back in high school and for a little bit of college, and running is just part of my life. And I mean, I literally have lots of dreams about running, and so when that starts happening and I'm not running, it's like, well, okay, I get the picture. I better start hitting the road again. But that's just all good things, all fun things, and for me, like I said, it's just about being consistent and putting in that consistent effort, being patient, and being willing to work towards a long-term goal. And I hope that all your training is going well. I know this vlog is a little bit rambly, but once again, huge thanks to Nordic Lifting for sending these wrist wraps out to me. They're awesome. Really appreciate that. And if you guys need some, check them out. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!